welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while, but I fell poorly and I was focusing on my health, but now I am back better than ever. So this season just gone, the 2021 season, O'Ward was leading for most of the season, and it kind of ended in heartbreak when Ed Jones spun him round. He finished third with 487 points, 2 wins, 3 poles, and only 62 points behind championship leader Alex Palou, who races for Chip Ganassi. In 2019, Pato joined the Red Bull Junior team, a junior team we all know of, and is probably, I'd say, the most successful junior teams currently, because they have 6 juniors on the grid right now in Formula 1, soon to be 7 with Alex Albon coming back. Most of them have parted ways with Red Bull now, but I mean, you know, they got them there. After being backed by Red Bull, he replaced band driver Jonathan at the Red Bull Ring for the Formula 2 Championship. A story we all know. However, not long after replacing McGunnathan and Dan Ticktum, after 3 rounds of the Super Formula, due to the FIA not awarding as many points as he would have hoped for his Indy Lights Championship, which would mean he wouldn't have enough super license points to then go into Formula 1 in the 2020 season. I'd say that was kind of a blessing in disguise, and I mean, that's my own opinion, because then he was able to go into IndyCar and race for McLaren. So the 2020 season did see him join McLaren. In his first Indy Lights race, he finished 6th, and then he also finished 4th overall in the championship. You know, the McLaren boss, Zach Brown, is not shy to a good old bet. And this year, 2021, he made 2 bets. One with Daniel Ricciardo and the other with Pato O'Ward. So obviously the one with Daniel Ricciardo we all know, and he got to drive that NASCAR car in America. I don't know why, I just had a blank then, it was only last week. Zach Brown had said to Pato that if he was to get his first IndyCar win this season, he would test the Formula 1 McLaren in Abu Dhabi at the end of this year. What did he do? He only gone and won 3 races. 3. And oh yeah, by the way, I have McLaren coloured nails, McLaren in Abu Dhabi, and I am so excited. So excited, because we'll be able to know more of what he's like in a Formula 1 car, because Formula 1 is so different to IndyCar. And we are seeing so many drivers now transitioning from Formula 1 to IndyCar, like the likes of Grosjean and Magnussen and Hulkenberg. His name's being dotted around, and we've seen some of the juniors go over, like Eilert and Christian Lundgaard. So we're seeing a lot of people who are in Formula 1 and the Formula 2, Formula 3 going over to America and driving in IndyCar, which is pretty sick, but like, it's just weird. I don't know why. I still can't like wrap my head around it. And even Alex Albon's name has like floated about, so we'll soon see. So with all the Formula 1 posse going over to America, I wonder what Pato will think of driving a Formula 1 car. Will he even like that environment? Would even, you just, so many questions unanswered. But you know, the world of motorsport is just full of rumours. Like a little listing could spark a rumour. And Twitter, F1 Twitter. But Zach Brown has fully laid the rumours that Pato will be in the Formula 1 seat in a few years' time, by saying that, you know, right now they are focusing him on IndyCar, and he's having the test in Abu Dhabi, and they'll see how he gets on with that. But you know, he's still young, he's 22, and let's see where his career takes him. Honestly, I'm so excited to see what happens in Abu Dhabi. I know I keep saying it, but I'm actually very excited. Okay. Zach isn't the only one actually to believe in Pato. An article which was published by Will Buxton on the F1 website was him giving out his 2025 predictions. and he seated Pato at McLaren alongside Pierre Gasly. I know, like, I'm trying to wrap my head around it as well. I'm trying to remember them all. Mercedes was George and Max, and at Red Bull it was Lando and Yuki. Liam Lawson, I can completely making that up. But actually, while we're talking about Abu Dhabi, Liam Lawson. Silly season shocks us all. By the way, Alfa Romeo, we're still waiting. Let us know. Thank you. Silly season, I absolutely love. But you just never know what's going to happen. So in years to come, you know, maybe Lando will move away from McLaren, which I'm very hit and miss. I feel like if Pato was to go to McLaren, I feel like it would be Lando and Pato. Just like with the age thing, like if it is in a few years' time, like what's Danny Rick thinking? Like, does he want to retire? Or like, you know, there's also that to consider, like when people are retiring or not. Like, you just don't know. But you know, we know McLaren, we know they are very settled at the moment with their lineup with Lando Norris and the honey badger himself, Daniel Ricciardo. But you know, could we see a potential move in the future? I think it's very interesting to see. And as I say, the Abu Dhabi test will kind of make people think a little bit more. But like, in my personal opinion, like, I do think he'll end up in the McLaren in Formula 1. I really do. I'm watching Pato like in IndyCar and stuff like that. Like, I love it. Like his drive and his passion, and like it's just all there for me. Like signs of a really good racing driver. Like, as cringy as it is. And I think he was like the one who always stuck out for me when I started watching IndyCar, because I only really started watching IndyCar properly last year. Like, I'd always watched bits because all my brothers absolutely love IndyCar. And then last year, like, it was the first racing thing to come back, like before F1. So I started watching it, and I watched every race, and I have done this season. And Pato was like the one, and not just because he drives for McLaren and I'm a McLaren fan, like he was the one who stood out to me. So I really, really do hope he ends up in Formula 1 in the future. I'd absolutely love that. I'd love both the McLaren boys at F1 to do a test in the IndyCar, and then both the IndyCar boys do a test in the Formula 1, just to see. I think that'd make a really good programme, actually. That'd be great. Anyway, I'm absolutely getting beside the point here. What do you guys think? Do you think Pato will end up in Formula 1 in the future, or do you think he'll stick in IndyCar? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.